Hear the Sasquatch howling in the night. Paranormal beings come out to play.
Come out to play.
Feel that chill upon your neck.
On your neck, baby.
But do not fear when the Rougarou barks. Because
Go
we'll
on.
follow you into the dark.
Into the dark.
Into the dark.
Into the dark.
We'll follow you into the dark.
Into the dark.
Into the Dark contains subject matter and language that may be unsuitable for younger listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
Holy jeez.
Guys, what is that? What is that? Oh my god.
Hello, greetings, and welcome to N.W.C.S. Into the Dark. This is our podcast episode on
Friday the 13th.
Which happens to be
today.
Friday the 13th.
Happy Friday the 13th, guys.
Happy Friday the 13th.
Happy Friday the 13th.
Oh, what happened to you today on Friday the 13th?
Nothing.
Oh,
Anything
I almost
unlucky?
backed into somebody this morning.
You did.
Almost.
Almost.
Wow.
I caught it.
Nice. Camera or?
That
yeah,
was
well, sort of.
that was lucky.
Yeah. Yep. So I can't say it's bad luck, but
It was actually kind of good.
it was good luck.
Good
if
luck.
You
When-
look at it.
Yeah.
When does Friday the 13th end officially?
At midnight.
Yeah, when it turns
Yeah,
into Saturday the 14th.
Yeah, on the 14th.
So we still have time, is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah, we got
Yeah,
plenty of
the
time.
day is not over yet.
We got plenty of time.
What's that in the window?
In the studio tonight, we have myself. We have myself.
Wow.
We've got
Wow.
Tab.
A
Ahoy.
little much.
We've got Rob.
Hello.
And we've got Danny. Wow.
You got a standing
I'm coming to you
O.
guys.
You got a standing
I'm
O.
coming to you guys. Yeah, right. That's what
They
she
must
said.
have. They must have seen your OnlyFans.
The O. Oh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
totally.
Tonight we're going to be talking about Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th,
What a coincidence.
and
I'll be damned.
if you guys notice, I said all who was here, and we're missing somebody.
Again?
Who? Yeah, who are we missing?
I don't know. The guy
let's go-
the guy who wrote
let's-
it's literally in writing.
Right.
Let's
Let's do a quick head count. Tab.
let's go to
Here,
the
here.
name.
Tab.
Here.
Rob.
I
Gotcha.
Here. Okay. Jesse. Danny.
Present.
Scott. Here. Jesse.
weird.
You, wait. Let's try it one more time. Let's try Jesse one
All
more time.
right. Jesse.
we need crickets.
And it died. Did I do it? Did I do
Yeah.
it right?
We need crickets on our soundboard.
Yeah, I know.
And I died.
And I
Jesse. Jesse is missing. Hey.
I should have sat in his seat. Damn it.
So I think
Yeah.
it's time. I think it's time that we take an official vote. Klein was here. I think Klein or Joey may have been here more episodes than Jesse.
In the last
Wow.
yeah,
In the last what? How are you referencing?
6 weeks.
Well,
Since
we haven't
the last
done anything.
episode.
I know. Well, this is our second one in the last
But
6
it-
weeks.
You guys
But
have been
it is
too
a-
busy.
It is a valid statistic.
Yeah. So I say we vote Jesse out.
No.
Tab
Already?
is such the nice guy.
I know.
He definitely is eligible for the horse shit
I've
participation.
never
award,
really
just
liked the
saying.
guy. I'm just gonna.
We know that.
I
Scott.
mean,
we know
at some
that.
point,
Yeah.
at some point, he's probably going to listen to this, but
Yeah, this is
That's
a bad
true.
idea.
Maybe we should get him to edit it.
and plot my
What
death.
what should we tell him in the future when he listens to this?
That I was just kidding.
Like, oh guys, yeah, well, no, we didn't talk about anything. We didn't even know you were missing. We thought you were here.
Well, we
the
wouldn't
whole
give him
time.
such a hard time if we knew why. Why is he not
Right.
here?
I say
it
we
was
vote
like
him out.
last minute.
I say
It was
we vote
last
him out.
minute.
It was a last minute. Just joking. I really thought he was joking, like he does on all the
same
trips
here.
that we go on.
He
You know?
does that.
Since we're voting people out, I'm voting Rob out. He's asleep.
He went to the dentist.
So what?
Yeah.
So
And he
got some
Rob,
midnight
Did you
drugs?
find an Advil?
No.
Oh, Scotty needs an Advil.
I don't have any.
Are you kidding,
I
Scott?
looked.
You
And
always
I'm
have.
driving the Challenger. I don't have anything in the
you haven't
Challenger.
supplied it.
No.
Stomp on his toe. Stomp on his toe. He'll forget about the mouth pain.
I'll kick him in the rectum nut.
That'll work. I'll be gentler next time, Rob.
Friday the 13th.
What?
What do we got, Jesse?
Oh.
Or Danny? I'm sorry. I'm reading.
Whoa.
I'm reading my
Wait.
notes.
Wait.
I'm-
Let's
They
at the
look
notes here.
alike.
I'm
Wait a minute.
reading my. I'm reading my
on.
notes.
Can you ask
Hang
him
on.
again?
Yeah, it was supposed to be
Hang
Jesse.
on. Let's
I know, but
let's just make sure.
let's just make sure.
Jesse?
Ask Jesse.
All right.
Yeah.
Jesse. Yep. Nope. he's not.
Nothing. Still nothing.
Damn it.
Weird.
All right. I'll take it, guys. I'll take
That
it.
would be crazy if he did answer.
So
Yeah.
Jesse's listening. Danny's picking up your slack. Go ahead, Danny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro.
Should I do my best Jesse impression?
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Friday the 13th. I'm all in.
This is going to be so
wow.
tough to edit.
It's okay. We'll make it work. So Friday the 13th, guys.
I'm all in.
So I think Rob's a little loaded now. So let's talk about it, okay? Friday the 13th is considered an unlucky day in Western superstition. It occurs, of course, on the 13th day of the month on the Gregorian calendar. This is going to be an interesting episode for words and phrases. So, and it falls on Friday, of course, which happens at least
Wait,
once
what?
every year.
It
What?
does it always fall on Fridays or?
It always falls on Friday and the 13th.
Okay.
But
I mean,
let me finish.
like the 4th
But
of
not,
July is
not
always on-
every Friday
And
is a
that's a-
13th.
That's true. That's true. It happens at
Or
least
every
once a
13th
year.
isn't always
at
a Friday.
least.
at least once
Did
a
you
year.
know? At least once a year. So anyway,
I wonder on a leap year how many Friday the 13th are.
well, it can be a thing. So do you all know your history of Friday the 13th? Do you know where this
a
comes
little
Oh
from?
bit.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's
A little
got
bit.
Okay. Well, so let me say it this way. Let me keep it kind of general before we jump there, because I'll have a little pop quiz for you all later. So Friday the 13th, of course, transcends multiple different cultures, from the Norse culture to Christian societies and cultures, and also the Greek and Latin cultures. So it kind of transcends a lot of different. It's not just a Western phenomenon, so to
What
say.
about the
but
Polish?
I think they probably have some version of it.
Let's not leave out the Polish
How
people.
about the Portuguese?
Let's not do that. Portuguese. So interestingly enough, okay, here's where it gets a little bit weird. I've heard this term Friday the 13th. First off, I think we have an idea that there is a phobia related to this word.
Mm-hmm.
So who's going to be the brave one to
Scott.
take a shot at this one? So
What the phobia is called.
So if you guys look at your group text, I texted you the two terms associated with the
Yeah.
fear
I
of
have my phone
Friday
off.
the 13th. So if you want to look at
Let me-
your go ahead, Danny, why don't you try to get the first two your interpretation?
Okay. So first, let me say, many people have called this kind of a compound or hybrid type fear, right? There's Friday, there's a legitimate fear, a phobia named after Friday the 13th. And there exists a fear of Friday separate of it being combined with the 13th. So there's also a fear of the number 13 as well. So the combination of the two, though, there's two names for it. Okay. Ready?
We're ready.
It's called frigatriskidecophobia.
And which one is that? Is that
That
the
is-
fear of Friday the 13th?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yes. That's
What's-
the combination.
What's the fear
There's
of
another
Friday?
term for it. The fear of Friday is called, it's the second one, is the paraskevidiotriophobia. Phobia.
Oh my gosh. I have a fear of these phobias.
Yeah,
The terms.
Hey, funny enough.
Danny, I don't know if you can see my fingers. Let me just do
Is
something
that
here.
pen leaking?
Let me do something here, Danny.
What?
Fear or phobia
No.
on Friday the 13th.
What's happening here?
Pronouncing it?
He's showing you his dirty fingers.
Yeah. Pretty straightforward,
Well,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, you can see it.
What are we doing?
He's loading his pen.
So
Yeah, but-
the pen that you gave the pen that you gave me. Let me show you something else, Danny.
You guys need Ritalin.
Oh, it's backwards. How fun.
I don't get it. What am I?
So I used the new
The
fancy
quill.
I used the new fancy quill pen that you gave me.
Yeah.
That you gave us as a group. And
Right.
you've totally messed up all my fingers because the ink is the ink well. I'm not from the 1800s or before, so I'm not used to an
I
ink
know. It
well.
looks like you wrote a book.
Yeah.
Were the instructions included?
Well,
Like you.
read the instructions.
Yeah.
That's cute. But I did write your name. That was the first.
Thank you.
That was the first thing I wrote
Thank
with
you.
the quill pen. I did. All you
It
can
is a
see is kind
cast,
of the black
is it a
ink
cast
all
Danny
over the.
spell?
You can see the black
Wh-
ink.
What? Whoa! What? What? What?
What?
What?
I missed something.
Whoa.
Okay,
Okay,
so
back on track.
Rob.
Yeah. Let's get focused here.
Okay, I
Rob,
want to know the
Rob,
phobia 13, though.
What is your
What's the term for that?
What is Rob? What is your translation of these two words?
Oh. Oh.
Good talk.
Paras. Yeah.
Come on.
How many syllables?
Just hammer it out.
Parastracavidiaphobia.
That's like
and
10
the
syllables.
second one.
Frigastrista adigaphobia.
Tab.
Mama say, Mama sa, Mama kusa.
Mama say, Mama say,
Gesundheit.
Mama busa. Tab.
What?
What's your interpretation of these words?
My interpretation.
Or your translation?
Oh, I don't have the. Here.
Let's get this episode together.
Come on.
Damn it!
What's going on here?
Okay,
Your
so you
turn.
want me to read them again?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Come on. Don't let the word scare you.
These are frightening. Parascavadecatrophobia.
Close.
Interesting.
Frig.
Parajaka.
Frigatarisk adecaphobia.
Very good. Very good.
All right.
Excellent.
Are you happy now?
Excellent.
Now that you've embarrassed me in
just
front of the whole.
hang on a second.
It wasn't meant to
There's
embarrass
one more.
anybody.
Well, I'm embarrassed.
Why?
I don't know. I just can't read 10-syllable words. That's all.
I know.
None
They're
of
big
us
words,
can.
So there's no reason to be embarrassed.
Okay.
Tab. None of us
Do you
could.
know that
read
there's? Do you know that there's a phobia of long words?
Yeah,
what
I
is
bet.
it? I have that.
Well, we skipped one person.
Hey, Jesse, go.
Jesse.
What
go-
is
go-
that, Danny?
Jesse, go ahead.
Jesse.
Jesse, go ahead, Jesse.
I thought I heard something.
Go ahead, Jesse.
Anna died.
Wait.
Wait.
What about Scott?
Anna died.
Scott?
Yeah, Scott, you do
What?
it. It's your
Yeah,
turn,
it's your
buddy.
turn.
Yeah.
It's
What?
your turn.
Let's hear
It's
you.
my turn for what?
To pronounce it.
You're-
The 10-syllable
your
words.
turn.
Oh, for crying out loud. Parascotinophobia and fricastenophobia.
Oh,
Just, it's
Wow.
easy as that.
Wow.
Easy
wow.
as that.
Mic drop.
You missed like 18 syllables.
Jesse,
Yeah.
how do you read them, Jesse?
Anna died.
Okay, and the next word?
Anna died.
Very good. Very good, Jesse.
Do you know what the phobia is for fear of long words? By the way.
Okay, what is it?
Okay. Are you ready?
Because I have it.
You want to go for it?
No.
Okay.
No, he actually has it. Not like he has the word, but he has the symptoms. Of,
Okay.
I'm getting
Is
all
that what-
sweaty
okay.
and
There's
really?
two words for it. The
Getting
first, the
all
shorter version,
sweaty.
called
That's for the people that have this phobia. They get the short word for it.
Yeah. I'll go with the short word first. So
Okay.
It's called
We'll ease into it.
sesquipedalophobia. Sesquipedalophobia.
Pedophilophobia.
There's a ped in
Siska
there.
pedophilophobia.
Maybe it's
no,
like you're. No, that's not a thing. Maybe it's like feet, like you run away. I don't know. The longer version is hippopotamonstrosesquipedalophobia.
So, here's my question. Why do they have to come up with such long, ridiculous names for fears of things? Why can't
What
they
makes
just say
it ridiculous?
Because they have to make it up.
because it's just so long?
Have you seen
and
how thick the
it's
dictionary
just
is?
silly.
There's not many
It's-
words left.
Yeah, it's silly.
The fear of spiders is a good one. Arachnophobia.
Yeah, arachnophobia. I
Yeah,
get that. That one's.
Yeah.
You learn that one when you're a kid.
Yeah, I mean, why can't they just keep that?
I guess
trend
if we would have
going?
learned these other phobias
They
when we
could-
were only 3 or 4, we'd probably be able to pronounce them.
But they could keep it short like
Anna
this.
died.
Oh, whoa.
Anna died.
Yeah, just like that.
Okay.
The fear of speaking.
Good.
Anna
Oh,
died.
Oh man.
wow.
This is a great episode.
Never gets
So we
old.
did miss one, by the way. We did miss one.
What's
did-
that?
Fear of Friday the 13th.
I
The
thought
fear
that was
for
the first one.
combination of the two.
I thought
Nope.
we did the.
I misspoke. Sorry. That was 13. That was the number 13.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So Okay, wait.
Tristicotophobia.
I'm
Ooh.
sorry. That was the combination of the two. This one is the fear of 13. So that is
fear of
triskaidekaphobia.
Tristicotophobia. I've got that. I've got that one down.
How the hell does he
Why
have
is
that
He's got
down?
a fear of it.
Tristicotophobia.
Why is the number 13 unlucky, though? Does anyone know?
A baker's
Well, I think the
dozen?
first-
I don't know.
If
I got to say
could-
this.
that could be a thing.
I got to say
Let's
this.
say it.
So as
Say
I was
it.
putting this episode together,
this.
I was like,
Right?
it's not like we've done hundreds of episodes, right? We've only done 40 something.
Yet.
So why do I feel like we've done this episode before?
We've talked
Yeah.
about
Did we?
some of this before.
Yeah. How do you
But
think?
also-
how do you think I know the term tristicotophobia?
I'm pretty impressed. Wait a minute. Wait, maybe it's Tab's.
Hold up.
Maybe.
Mandela effect.
the Mandela
Yeah, maybe
effect.
this is Mandela effect.
I
on-
swear we've already done
You
this.
know,
episode.
and I'm kind of on the same wavelength. Like we've talked about 13 or I don't think we've done an episode on Friday.
No, we haven't. But I know
13 comes up a
tristicotophobia.
lot. It comes up a lot.
We've done this, and I was doing my research on this topic, and I was like, that's the same thing I talked about when we did something similar.
So did you look at our
Let me throw
past-
this out.
I didn't, but
Let me throw this out. A lot of the things that especially some of the creatures that we've looked at, have this association with Christianity a lot, right? So
Right.
there's a tie-in there as it kind of moves across the world. There's stories that associate it with, as an example, the Rougarou. Wasn't it 13 that it couldn't count to, or something
Yeah.
like
correct,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
that? We also did the
Knights
the
Templar.
Bohag, the Boohag.
The Boo Hag. That was
Boo
one of
Hag.
mine. That was when Jesse picked the Band-Aid band. I picked the Boo Hag.
I
Right?
feel like I have ink all over my face now.
you do. It's all right.
It's actually just around your nose.
I think
Focus
this was
up,
just
focus
this.
up,
This
focus
was
up, focus
this was
up,
just
focus up.
Danny messing with me.
You have a face for radio. It's okay.
He like got me a quill pen with an inkwell. I don't know how to
That's
use it.
way off track.
I
And
literally
no
have
one knows what
ink.
you're talking
I've
about.
got ink all over my face.
You're right. It's all over the
Okay, let's
board.
focus.
All right,
Oh,
focus.
we all have
Okay.
faces for radio.
So, Friday the 13th. Jeez.
I have to
What
go
else
first.
you got?
I have to go first.
Oh, what?
I hate this when you guys put us on the spot. Why can't we just talk about Friday the 13th? Why do we have to? What do you got?
Settle down.
What do you got?
God, what's with the attitude,
Gosh,
Tab?
Tab.
Why are you yelling?
You act like people
I'm
are
not
attacking
yelling.
you or something.
Okay, now I'm embarrassed again.
Well, why? Nobody said tab.
You're
Go. What do you
attacking me.
got?
You're attacking me.
I'm not. I'm merely talking to you.
Time out,
I'm a little
everybody.
sensitive
God,
today.
you guys are going at each other like, jeez. Let's all.
What's wrong
You
with
guys
your
need a
What's
group
wrong with your
hug?
face?
You want a group hug?
What's wrong with your face?
There's nothing wrong with my
you
face. What are
you
you
look
talking
like you had a
about?
Oh my
stroke.
God.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You literally look like you had a stroke.
That So that's funny to you?
It's a little funny. A little funny.
Wow.
Look at Danny. He is getting so frustrated that we're off topic.
He's on his phone.
He's like,
I'm telling
done.
you,
I'm done.
I have actually gotten feedback from listeners.
Uh-oh.
It's hard for them
How
to
do
follow.
you get them? We don't see
because
them.
well, some of them are my friends.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
Okay. Sorry,
okay.
Danny's friends. Let's get back on track for Danny's friends.
We'll have to like do a lot of editing.
But you do look like you stroked out. Go ahead.
You fucker. My face
So anyway.
is numb.
We'll talk about the feedback later.
Okay, let's not interrupt Danny. Let him.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not. I'm just trying to have a dialogue about Friday the 13th.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, I do know that it was Friday the 13th was the fall of the Knights Templar.
Yeah.
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 The
talk.
Knights Templar, founded around 1811 as a monastic military order devoted to the protection of pilgrims traveling to the Holy Land following the Christian capture of Jerusalem during the First Crusade. The Knights Templar quickly became one of the richest and most influential groups of the Middle Ages, thanks to lavish donations from the crowned heads of Europe. By the turn of the 14th century, the Templars had established a system of castles, churches, and banks throughout the Western Europe.
Yeah, they turned into bankers.
Right. And it was with this astonishing wealth that would lead to their downfall. For the Templars, that end began in the early morning hours of Friday, October 13th, 1307.
They start putting them to death.
In the days and weeks that followed the fateful Friday, more than 600 Templars were arrested, including the Grand Master Jacques de Molay. While some of the highest-ranking members were caught up in the Phillips net, so too were hundreds of non-warriors, middle-aged men who managed the day-to-day banking and farming activities that kept the organization humming. The men were charged with a wide array of offenses, including heresy, devil worship, spitting on the cross, homosexuality, fraud, and financial corruption.
Sounds like today.
Why
Right.
did he emphasize homosexuality?
I didn't. I just said it with every other thing.
God, it seemed like he emphasized it.
After their capture, the Templars were kept in isolation and fed meager rations that often amounted to just bread and water. Nearly all were brutally tortured. Given the extreme torture they endured, it's not surprising that within weeks, hundreds of the Templars confessed to false charges, including Jacques de Molay. The land and money belonging to the Templar were confiscated and officially dispersed to another religious order called the Hospitallers.
Sounds like a monarchy.
Sounds like the government. Within weeks of their confessions, many of Templars recanted, and Clement shut down the Inquisition trials in the early 1308. The Templars lingered in their cells for 2 years before Philip had more than 50 of them burned at the stake in 1310. 2 years later, Clement formally dissolved the order. In the wake of the dissolution, some Templars again confessed to gain their freedom, while others died in captivity. In the spring of 1314, Grand Master Molay and several other Templars were burned at the stake in Paris, bringing an end to the remarkable era and launching an even longer-lasting theory about the evil possibilities of Friday the 13th.
Thank you, Scott.
Thanks. Hey,
Yeah,
Danny,
thank you.
what were you going to say?
Yeah.
And with that being said, there are
What are you doing?
there are various rules of
God.
the Knights Templar. Did you guys know some of the rules within the Knights Templar?
I didn't realize that they were bankers till today.
They were prohibited from wearing pointed shoes and shoelaces, and forbidden any brother to wear them, for it manifests and well known that these abominable things belong to pagans. And they were written in the book of rules to watch out for the ladies.
Ladies with laces.
The company of women is a dangerous thing, for it by the old devil has led many from the straight path to paradise. Henceforth, let not ladies be admitted into this house of the temple. That is why, very dear brothers, henceforth it is not fitting to follow this custom, that the flower of chastity is always maintained among you. And with that, Danny,
I feel like I'm in a water buffalo.
they weren't even allowed to kiss their own mother. They believe it to be a dangerous thing for any religion to look too much upon the face of a woman. For this reason, none of you may presume to kiss a woman, be it widow, young girl, mother, sister, aunt, or any other.
They were considered monk warriors, right?
And henceforth the knighthood
He's
of
ignoring
Jesus
me.
Christ should avoid at all costs the embraces of a woman, by which
Become
men,
about the Ninth Templar all of a sudden.
by which men have perished many times.
Let's stop Scott here for a second.
What? I'm just reading the rules.
No, this is getting way too weird.
This is weird.
No. It sounds like you're in some doctrine or something.
If a brother,
you're preaching to us.
I'm just
trying to convert us.
I'm trying to explain the rules that we need to follow.
Oh, well, we do not need to follow
Or
these
Friday
rules.
the 13th.
People are going to be turning this episode off so quick. Danny, please.
I'm just trying to explain to you guys that the company of women is dangerous. It's a dangerous thing.
Oh my God.
God.
Okay.
If any of you are found guilty of lying with a woman, and we hold guilty the brother who is found in a wicked place or in a wicked house
Guilty.
with a wicked
Guilty.
woman, he may not keep the habit, and so he should be put in the irons, nor shall he carry the piebald banner or take part in the election of the master.
Are you done?
We prohibit any firmly forbid and brother to recount to another brother nor to anyone else the pleasure of the flesh that he has had with immoral women. And if it happens that he hears them told by another brother, he should immediately silence him. And if he cannot do this, he should straightway
I am
leave the
silencing
place
you, Scott.
and not give him the
Stop.
heart to ears, the peddler of filth. Anyway, that's what I got, Danny.
All right. Great talk. Are you guys ready to move on?
Wait a minute, Danny,
Wait.
you didn't even get to speak.
That is
I
not.
teed us
That
off.
might be Friday the 13th, but that is not where it's totally based on.
Watch out for the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's Danny prove me wrong. All right.
I started it. I already did mine.
No, you didn't.
Oh, you guys right? Yeah. I did
No.
Jesse's part.
Anna died.
All right,
All right,
Rob,
so-
Tab, what do you guys got?
See, he did it. It's putting us on the spot.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of superstitions out there about the Friday the 13th.
Well, I know that one of the.
Is that all you got?
I know that the 13 had something to do with the Last Supper.
Yeah, he was the
And
13th
there's
guest.
12, yeah.
The 13th seated.
13th seated was the one that got Jesus.
Snitched out the baby Jesus.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Do you know that person's name?
I do.
Jebediah.
Judas.
Judas.
See, I'm telling you, deja vu. We've already done this episode. I'm telling you, we have. We talked about, right? And I remember what I said. I said, how do they know that it was the 13th guest? And I said, did the Uber driver remember dropping him off? Remember?
Wow.
Do you guys remember that?
No.
No.
I'm going to have to find that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you.
He's having a Mandela effect moment.
We've done this episode. I'm telling you. You don't
Check
remember,
his drink.
Danny, in all seriousness, Danny, you don't remember that?
I would definitely know that we did not do this episode word for word because we did not have to
no.
preach.
I'm not saying we did it word for word, but I'm saying somebody brought up the 13th guest at the table. I think it was Jesse. And I said, in all fairness, how do we know that Judah was the 13th?
But I don't
guest?
think the subject matter was Friday the 13th. I think
It was probably related to the associations with, like I said, Christianity and a
Yeah,
lot
we've
of the
talked-
different things that we've done.
Yeah, we've definitely talked about Jesus for sure.
Did you know that there was
Jesus was killed on a Friday.
Yeah.
or died on a Friday, I should say.
Yeah.
Did you know that there was a 13 Club?
Yeah, actually, I think I've heard that, but I can't remember. They met on the Friday the 13th, right?
Yep.
And it cost $1.13 for membership,
Yep.
and it was somewhere back east. I can't remember all the other details.
Yeah, in the late 19th century, a New Yorker named Captain William Fowler, it was 1827 to 1897, sought to remove the enduring stigma surrounding the number 13, and particularly the underwritten rule about not having 13 guests at a dinner table.
How about 13 floors?
So by founding an exclusive society called the 13 Club, they would meet on the 13th of the month in room 13th of the Knickerbocker Cottage, a popular watering hole. He said hole. From 1863 to 1833, before sitting down for a 13-course meal, members would be passed beneath a ladder and a banner reading Morturia te salabra, which is Latin for those of us who are about to die, salute you.
What was that again?
The Latin word?
Yes.
Morituri te salutamus, which is those of us who are about to die salute you.
That reminds me of Gladiator.
Which is also what they say in Gladiator.
Yeah, I just said that. Gladiator. Reminds me of Gladiator.
There was 4 former U.S. presidents who were part of the 13 Club. There was Chester Arthur, Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, and Theodore Roosevelt.
Abraham Lincoln. Oh,
No.
sorry.
So that's the 13th
That's
Club.
a lot.
What do you got? What do you got, Rob?
Do you know
Well, no,
it also cost $1.13?
For the dinner?
Yep.
Wow. So obviously we're our topic is Friday the 13th, but we're also speaking of 13 and how it's, superstitious and everything. But
Yeah.
I think if you think about it, that's got to be one of the most
Spit it out.
like influential, I guess, because
Wow.
they build buildings without the 13th floor, and the elevators don't have 13.
Technically.
So here goes the Mandela effect
And
again.
then-
so this goes back to our other episode that nobody wants to admit that we've done. Danny, I specifically recall Danny saying, "Yeah, I used to work in a hospital, and we didn't have a 13th floor."
I did. I remember saying that.
I
yes.
remember that
But
part,
the
yeah.
episode, I think the episode was about the Rougarou.
Yeah,
We
so
were talking about the number 13 and it being
13.
unlocked.
Okay.
And I think I
so-
mentioned something about my daughter. That's her favorite number.
Yeah. Okay.
okay, so what? So you ready to move on?
Let's go.
No, I was just saying. I'm just saying that it there's a lot out there. Like it affects a lot of people. There's not a number 13 on number 13 row on a plane. I mean, there's all kinds of things that it's across the board.
But technically, there is a 13th floor.
oh yeah,
It's just
and there's
not labeled 13.
no. Same with the 13th row.
Right.
There's a
There's-
13th row.
yeah.
It's just
It's-
not labeled 13.
They just choose to ignore it and,
Yeah.
we'll just skip it.
yeah. So anyway,
All right.
I wonder how many actually buildings are out there that actually do have the 13th floor. It's just not labeled, but it does. It's there and it's hidden.
ooh, they just skip it.
Yeah, the elevator just bypasses it, and it's just a secret.
That'd be cool. If I built a building,
That's
I
what
would do.
That's where my bunker would
That's
be.
what I would do.
In the hospital that I worked at, they labeled one of the floors, I think it was the 3rd floor, as right, 3rd floor, and then they had 3rd floor mechanical, so it was 3M. And then that way, when you got to the 13th floor, they could just skip that number on the buttons.
Ah,
But there is still a 13th floor.
right, technically.
Allegedly.
No,
No, technically.
literally.
Literally.
Allegedly.
No, there's no allegedly when you're building something and you go 1, 2, 3, all the 13. It's there. They just don't acknowledge it that it's 13.
You guys ready to move on?
Yeah. Wow, this is so much for that.
In a quiet town. In a small studio. It's Northwest Curiosity Society's movie review.
Did you know a young boy drowned here? He was my son. And today is his birthday.
You won't believe my parents' cat.
Here we are. Very nice, huh? Just get your ass to the door and don't ready? Let's do it!
Hey, I'm not from around here, but I'm looking for my sister. She's gone missing. Have you seen her?
She ain't missing. She's dead. People go missing around here, they're gone for good. There's something out there.
We gotta get out of here. Come on, you guys. Oh my god.
This place is called Camp Crystal Lake.
Sure you in there?
Police, open up! Help! We got guys killing everybody!
His name was Jason, and today is his birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, that
That's
explains
good
that.
stuff right there.
If Friday the 13th is his birthday, I guess that settles it, right?
What do you think, Danny?
I have to go first.
Do you really want me to? Yeah. Do you really want me to go first?
No. Let's
let me. Okay, I don't mind.
I know. I think because Danny, you just have like the really epic reviews, and I think.
Yeah.
I mean, wait.
I'm
Comparatively speaking, let's say that.
All right, I'll go first. I thought it was pretty good.
You did?
Well, see, there.
I don't think
Wait,
you watched it.
wait.
No.
Let's have Jesse go first.
Okay, go ahead, Jesse. We'll get you to
Jesse?
go, Jesse. Now it's your turn. Go ahead,
All right.
Jesse. Waiting for
Wait.
you. No.
I think.
Anna died.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's kind of what I figured.
Okay.
Me too. I too think it was undied.
Tab.
I thought the movie was over in the first 15 minutes. And
Yeah,
then the
pretty
credit
much.
came up Friday the 13th.
And then yeah,
I was like,
exactly.
he took him out in like 15 minutes, the whole bunch of teenagers. I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen this go so quick. It was crazy.
Right?
And then the movie started.
And then the movie started. Yeah, it's like,
And then I couldn't.
Nope, just joking.
And then I was like, is this a porno? I mean, some of these sex scenes were just over the top. What was it rated?
It was R. It was
I'm
R.
sure
That was
it's
an
gotta be an R, yeah.
R plus. Oh
R.
my gosh.
Definitely an
And
R.
not rated. NC-17. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, what movie did you look up?
No.
No, you
this
got
one
a
had
history
some.
tab.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, no, of course I think it's like a classic, early jump scare type movie, right?
Thrasher.
Yeah, like I think I mean they're kind of innovators on that, I think.
Well, it was like 1980s advanced.
Yeah.
2000 version.
Anyone know how many people died in that movie?
Oh God, I feel like we talked about this before.
I would say at least 10 or 11.
Close.
17.
6.
13.
13.
Is your guess 13?
13 is just because
My
it's
guess is
13.
13.
6.
14.
I thought it was a lot lower than what everybody thought.
Yeah, there was a lot of death.
Yeah.
Well,
$1.
And then there was one that was fate unknown.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
And if they would have known you can't drown.
What did you
Can't
think,
drown
Danny?
him.
So let me qualify this first and say Jason Voorhees is my favorite of the all-time favorite of the horror movie genre, killers, slashers, and such. I own every single last Friday the 13th movie, so
Right
no
on.
surprise.
Yeah.
But Jason Voorhees to me is, the ultra mega killing machine, of course, right? So, and he'd take out the likes of Michael Myers in a heartbeat, even though they don't have heartbeats. That's what I say. Fight me.
I agree.
And Leatherface and Freddy. But anyway,
Whoa.
so I am super fanboy of Jason Voorhees. That being said, this movie was shit.
Wow.
I did not like this movie. I mean, it was good in the sense that, yeah, it was a little different with, it was Jason. I'm going to watch it, and I own it, like I said, but I was definitely not a fan. It just didn't feel the same to me.
It didn't check all the boxes correctly.
Nah,
With you?
It was a little. I think there was too much drama amongst the what do you call it?
Counselors.
Yeah, exactly. Too much drama amongst the sheep throughout the movie, and it just kind of turned me off to it, I think. But that, and I'll be honest, the guy who played Jason Voorhees in this movie, great job, but definitely not Danny's all-time favorite Jason Voorhees rendition.
What is your favorite Friday the 13th?
Favorite? Hard to say favorite, but I can tell you my favorite actor that has portrayed him. There's been quite a few of them, by the way. But my favorite actor is definitely Kane Hodder, I believe you pronounce his last name.
Yeah.
Kane kind of made famous the, if you remember in some of the early films, if you've seen them, he kind of made Jason come to life, as it were, and he added the little kind of chest rise, breathing, looking activity.
Oh, okay.
That little slight action,
Yeah.
Not everybody else has done it the same, and Kane Hodder, I think, has the best. I think they tried to recreate it in this movie a little bit, but do it different. The best kill scene ever by Jason Voorhees. And I told you I'm a fanboy.
Yeah.
By Jason Voorhees in a movie. You guys remember? There's a big, I don't know if it's controversial, but there's a scene in some of the 80s movies that a lot of people think is like the best kill scene in any horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
Someone may have had a similar experience in the group. Not quite the same finish, but
what?
Okay, so Jason, did it just hit Rob? Maybe no. Okay,
I wasn't picking up what you threw on the ground.
Someone in this group has been involved in a similar process, but not suffered the same fate. One of the campers in one of the early movies was zipped up in a sleeping bag and drug over. Sorry, Rob. Was drug over to a tree, and he picks her up and slams her body against the tree multiple times, and then game over. So, yeah, one of the best kill scenes ever in a movie. But nonetheless, this particular movie.
Was that Rob? We did that too.
Yeah, we did that to Rob.
What did you think of the sleeping bag scene where he hung
in this one?
Yeah, over the fire
and then burned her.
Yeah.
See, I think they tried to to play on that a little bit.
Yeah.
I think honestly that could have been one thing that kind of turned me off, because this series is really a cult classic, So people have a significant following, and just to see it kind of done different, I don't know, it just kind of turned me off.
I got a sleeping bag / tent story.
Yeah.
Danny?
I remember your taser probes coming out the side of a tent.
No, this is another one.
Is it weird that I'm the only one?
We were at, I don't know, I think it was Camp Crystal Lake.
We all agreed to this.
No,
we went in the
John
tent.
did not agree.
I think
Everybody agreed
Yeah,
to this.
we were at Camp Crystal Lake, and we were all kind of sitting around going, "Oh, haha, I think we might have had a little bit." We might have had a little bit.
Crystal Lake?
Yeah, Crystal Lake, I think it was what it was called.
Camp Crystal Meth.
Yeah. And so there was a tent. Somebody decided to go to bed, and we're like, hey, you can't go to bed. We're still up drinking.
It was Joey.
Joey. So we're like, hey, we're all going to just jump in Joey's tent. We're going to see how many of us we can get in Joey's tent. Because it was a little teeny tiny tent. So...
Yeah. But finish the
sorry,
conversation.
No, it was Rob's tent. It was Rob went to bed.
Yeah.
And so
was it Rob? I thought it was Joey.
It was
No,
Rob because
it
he had the little teeny tiny wee man tent, and so we're all,
No, Danny had the.
Oh yeah, he had the floor model doggy tent. So we're like, hey, we're all gonna just jump in here. So we all agreed. We jump in. We get everybody. What?
Hold on. You're missing a piece.
No.
We
are absolutely not missing a piece.
Well, you were drinking. So, Danny, what's the piece?
We all agreed before we ran in the tent.
Absolutely not.
Take our pants off.
No.
Oh,
That
that's what Danny heard.
I was not here.
So Danny flies in there. We all fly in after Danny, realizing that Danny is completely naked. Nobody else is. I just throw myself in there like a little gremlin. End up literally in Danny's butt crack. And everybody's piling in on top of me, and Danny's like, "Oh, yeah. Wait, this is awkward? Am I the only one that's naked?"
He said, "Is it weird that I'm the only one not wearing pants?"
And that's when the game was over, right?
And I'm like, "Can somebody get me out of here? Somebody get me out of here!" They literally had to pull me out of Danny's butt crack.
We agreed to this before we went in.
Then how come you were the only one?
Well,
how come you were the only one?
Because
Rob.
See,
you gonna confess?
I feel like we're getting off topic a little.
I was in bed already.
Yeah, we are off topic.
Anyway,
I'm sorry. Let's. I digress.
So horrible movie. That's it.
Well, I thought it had some good.
It's not horrible. I mean, I think it was good for what it was, but I just not my favorite.
All right.
Well, those kind of movies aren't my favorite anyway, so I had to rough through it.
What do you guys think?
I enjoyed it.
Wait, Jesse?
I'd have died.
Rob, what did you think?
All right.
I already said.
I think we're going in circles. You guys ready to move on?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's do it.
Northwest Curiosity Society presents
Name That Smell.
We have 10 minutes of this segment.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, there's only.
2 minutes of smelling, 8 minutes of vomiting. That's our 10-minute segment on.
Now,
why are you shaking this up? Yes, Danny.
It's been a little while since we've done this.
He's got to need this thing.
Danny, do you want me to explain why we do this?
Yeah, why did we do this?
This is not just a game. It's not just to make people laugh. Ha ha ha! That smells like poo.
Yeah.
It's actually to refine our investigative skills, because we have to use all of our senses, such as sight, hearing, sound.
I'm frightened.
Smell.
I'm frightened on this one.
And so sometimes we go into a room and we're like, taste. Okay, Danny. Sometimes we go into a room and we're like, hey, that's tobacco. That shouldn't be here now. Or, hey, that's bologna. I must have something in my pocket. And this just helps us refine our skills.
Well,
and so far,
that's bologna in my pocket.
Yeah, just hypothetically, hey, I got bologna in my pocket. Kind of smells like bologna. Saving that for later. Whatever.
Hot ham and cheese.
Yeah.
Rob's got this jar.
And so far in our name that smell, little deals that we do here, Tab has nailed just about every single one.
Not all of them.
He is the smeller of all smellers.
So with that said, I'm gonna have Scott go first because Tab usually nails it.
All right, I'm concerned that you're shaking this.
Yeah,
jar
he's
up.
been shaking it the whole time with this look on his face, like he's got a smirk on his face.
I'm ready.
This is not going to be good. Oh boy.
I think I know what that is, but that burns your nose.
Oh, don't breathe too much.
Wow,
Of it.
that burns your nose
Famunda
hole.
cheese.
That really burns.
Famunda cheese.
Stick your nose in there. Kind of burns your
That's what
nose
she
hairs.
said.
I know that.
Let me
smell.
get one
That's
more
what
smell.
she said.
I know that smell. Okay, one more time.
Rob, can I smell it?
I know what it is too. It's like almost
Not
like
terrible.
It's almost like gasoline.
Yeah. It's like a petroleum smell.
Let's have Jesse smell it too. Jesse.
Okay, one more time. You had to shake it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with. Can I guess first?
That's cool, Beavis.
You know, it kind of smells like shoe polish.
I want to go first. Oh wait, Tab went.
No, he didn't.
Okay,
he
I'm gonna-
said it kinda. I don't know if that. I don't know if that's his official
I'm gonna go with
answer.
shoe wax. I'm gonna go with shoe wax.
It smells like shoe polish to me. That's what I'm gonna say.
I think it smells like some sort of a gasoline or petroleum.
But why did he? Well,
yeah,
why
but
did he break it up?
that's what I mean. Is like a shoe polish has a.
All right, what is it?
But you guys aren't gonna guess.
What
That's
we
my
just
guess.
did.
Well, Scott's closest.
Taco seasoning.
Gas.
No, it's not gas, but Scott's closest.
I mean, it's got a petroleum smell, and it.
Yeah, it's,
and some shoe
petroleum
polishes
jelly?
have a petroleum.
It is
The kiwi stuff.
Vagisil?
Anal lube?
Ear lube.
It's not
What?
Vagisil.
Anal.
Oh,
Anal lube.
No. So it's a well, I won't.
Analese.
I won't say the name brand, but it starts with a zip and ends with an O.
Oh, it's
Fluid.
Zippo lighter fluid.
Fluid. Yeah, lighter fluid.
I guess Zippo lighter fluid.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that. I guess
Is that just?
It's lighter
Interesting.
fluid.
Do you know what shoe polish I'm talking about? The kiwi.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah, it kind of smells like that a little bit.
A little bit, I guess. Yeah.
You got a quiz for
I
us,
get it.
Danny?
Yeah. Can
Hey,
we
you
have
got a light?
Yeah. Oh God.
I wouldn't have got it.
You got a quiz for us, Danny?
I do. Nice, Rob. Well, okay. So you guys ready for this? It's going to be kind of a blend of Friday the 13th, the day, and also Friday the 13th, the franchise.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna.
So let's see if we can blend this.
Oh boy.
All right. I gave this answer away. We'll start with an easy one. I gave this answer earlier. Typically, in each year, there's at least one Friday the 13th that falls during the year. What is the max number, even during the leap year, that we would have a number of Friday the 13th events through the year?
I
There's
say
a max.
2.
3.
Closest one wins.
2.5.
Rob?
What, it can't be 2.5.
Well,
Jesse?
wait, no, you said 2.
I said 2.
I say 3.
Damn it! I'll do. I wanted 2 or 3.
Just go 5. Just do it.
Just say 8.
I'll just say 4 since 1 is fucking $1. $1.
Good job. Good job. The answer is 3.
Oh,
Tab nailed it.
Okay.
Whoop.
3. A max of 3.
Do
In
I
order
win
to
a
have a Friday
trophy or
what's
anything
that?
for this?
We're not
You don't want
done.
that.
We're
Yeah,
not
it's
done.
right over there.
Yeah.
Okay. I
We're
get
not
the
done.
In order
ass.
to have a Friday the 13th in a month, the month must start on what day of the week? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's your choices.
Oh, because it's 13 days.
I say 4.
What?
4?
No,
What day
your
of the week?
options are days.
Oh, day. I'm
It
going to
has to
say
start
it
on
has.
what
I'm going to
for
say
there
it
to be
has.
one in that
It
month?
has to start on a Tuesday.
Sunday.
Mathematically, it would make sense. It has to start on a Tuesday.
No, I'm saying Sunday.
Saturday. I say Saturday.
Sunday.
Saturday.
The answer? Sunday.
Yeah.
Damn it. Rob and I are tied.
All right. Let's spice it up a little bit. In Italy,
Are you gonna throw some stank on it?
I'm gonna throw some stank on it.
All
yo.
right.
All right.
In
Oh, yeah.
Italy, They celebrate an unlucky day as well. That is also on a Friday. But what day, other than the 13th, what is the day, the numerical number that they celebrate their unlucky day? It's Friday
14. I already said 14.
14.
I say 14.
I said 14 first.
We all say 14.
Saturday the 14th.
Rob?
I said 14.
Sorry, Tab, you're going with 14 too?
I am.
Okay, you all lose. It's the 17th.
17th.
Friday the
17th.
Nope.
17th.
Nope, you're wrong.
17th.
Okay. Also, in Hispanic or Greek culture, they celebrate an unlucky day on the 13th. But what day of the week do they celebrate it on? It's not Friday.
Saturday?
What? Rob says Saturday.
Hump day. Hump day.
Wednesday.
Wednesday for Tab.
Yep.
Scott?
Could you repeat the question?
So in Hispanic or Greek cultures, they celebrate their unlucky day on the 13th. But what day of the week does it fall on? It's not Friday. What is the day of the week that it falls on?
Thursday.
Jesse?
The answer.
Unadied.
Jesse?
Unadied.
The answer is Tuesday. Tuesday the 13th.
Yahoo!
So it's
I got two.
Friday the 17th in Italy and Tuesday the 13th
Isn't that what I said?
in Hispanic or Greek cultures. Nah, I think you said Thursday.
I'm pretty sure I said Tuesday.
Let's make it simpler a little bit. What kind of mask does Jason Voorhees usually wear?
Hockey.
Goalie.
Hockey.
Ooh.
Hockey.
Hockey goalie mask.
On this quiz, it says hockey, but I think the right answer is goalie.
Yeah, it's a hockey.
It is technically a goalie's mask.
It's a hockey
So
goalie mask.
I won that one?
No.
Let's.
Well,
you
yeah,
wanna
I mean,
split
it is.
Well, do other players wear masks? They don't wear the full face.
I know, but
Not all of them.
What did your answer say, Danny?
Goalie.
On this
sport
quiz,
is hockey.
It says hockey, but it is technically a goalie.
But I think I was the first one to shout it out.
All right, we'll give it to you,
In
Scott.
all fairness.
No,
I got
I'm not
one.
giving him shit.
Hey. All right, Jesse. Unadied.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. What is the name? What is the name of the camp where Friday the 13th the movie
Crystal
series
Lake
takes place? Anyone else?
Crystal
No, it's called Camp Crystal
Lodge Camp.
Crystal
Crystal Camp Cove.
No, it's called
Crystal Camp Cove.
Crystal Lake.
Camp Crystal.
Mon. Crystal
Camp Crystal Lake.
Crystal Meth.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
In resort.
All right. It's Crystal Lake.
Woohoo.
Crystal Lake.
So I won.
No,
I
we
won.
got them all.
You got one.
Crystal.
That's your first one.
No, I got
Crystal
two. I got two.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Without looking, last question. Without looking, what is the name of the phobia associated with fear?
Trichinophobia.
Fear. Let me finish.
It's not a contest who quick answers answers quickly.
Sometimes.
With a fear of Friday.
Oh no.
Friday.
Casomatophobia. Am I close?
What?
I said
No.
casomatophobia.
Okay. I guess
Without
we'll just
looking,
keep
I
it
saw
to
you
whatever.
looking.
I can't believe it's not Saturday's phobia.
I think it's gurnophobia.
Yes. Good job.
Akikahara-phobia.
Akikahara. Okay. Let's
My
go with
final
that.
answer.
Okay.
Last. What? Oh. Periscope.
Jesse?
Unadied.
Unadied. All right.
Oh my God.
Funny, Beaver.
Thank you, Jesse, for that quiz.
He had one more, didn't you? Did you?
Oh,
Or did
Let
you?
me give you a random fun fact. Did you
Fun
know?
fact. Fun fact.
Random fun fact.
Do we
Did
need
you know
do we
that-
need
No, we
thinking
don't need
music
that.
for this?
No.
No, you don't need the music. You don't need the music.
Random fun
I don't know who went.
fact.
Wah, wah, wah.
Random fun fact. Okay.
Okay. Random fun fact. Bonus bonus here. Did you know that in April 13th, 2029, to be exact, did you know that an asteroid will be flying by the planet Earth? It says safely, but it happens to fall on a Friday the 13th, and it's going to be flying by the planet Earth. Yeah.
How many?
They
how
found
many,
it.
How many
They found
millions
it
of
in
miles?
2004. Well, they say it's safely going to pass by, but who knows? It'll be an interesting day to behold.
I know that
in about 7 years.
I know when asteroids, when they fly real close to Earth, they call it a keyhole. If there's this chance that it'll hit this gravitational area, and within like the next year or two, it could possibly come back and nail us if it hits the specific spot.
Yeah, sure.
It changes its trajectory.
If it kind of grabs on.
Yeah.
Like the Apollo 13 mission.
Yeah.
Remember Apollo 13?
Ooh.
Which launched at 8:13 p.m.
It did? That's crazy.
It did. Not on a Friday the 13th, but it did launch at 8:13 p.m.
God, this is going to be
All
an
right.
editing fucking nightmare. You guys ready to move on?
Ready.
Yeah, let's do it.
Northwest Curiosity Society brings you Fact, or Crap. Tab, what do you got for us? Fact or crap?
Well, I think this one's, I don't even know. I've approached this a little different than our normal fact and craft, part of the episode. I come across these investigators on YouTube, and I catch myself watching them. And there's this one particular group that has all these episodes, and they just have these things that happen to them that I just think are just bullshit. They're crap. And I kind of want to share it with you guys.
What is the name of this investigative group?
Well, that's the problem, is I really don't want
Northwest Curiosity Society.
Wait.
I will tell you that everything we do is 100% legit.
Yeah. Well, that's
I'm
the thing is
I'm
I
appalled
kind
that
of
you would
get...
even make a statement like that, Danny.
I call bullshit. Sorry, Tam.
It's all right. The name of their YouTube channel is Mindseed TV.
That was Tab that's dogging you guys, in case you're listening.
And they've got this video called Poltergeist, Demonic Illusions, Scariest Video Ever, Paranormal Activity. And these guys are supposedly investigators. They go to people's homes and they investigate paranormal activity. And they have this one episode where they walk into this house and there's no story to it. They don't explain anything about, the previous owners or the owners of the house. They walk in, they pan around, you see into the kitchen, and then they go and they focus on something else, and then they come back to the kitchen. And this is all in one scene. They're not cutting the footage or anything. But somehow these chairs are all stacked up on top of each other up to the ceiling. And then later on in the video, and they don't even really seem that, they're surprised, but it just, if that happened to us, we would just be going crazy. Mm-hmm. These guys are kind of, I would consider nonchalant about it. And so they move around the house some more, and they start going up the stairs. And then as the guy's walking up, he hears something behind him. He turns around, and there's another stack of chairs behind him as he's walking outside the kitchen.
I'd be out, gone, boop, out.
So
I feel like this happened before to us.
No,
at the Ilwaco, at the
a stack of chairs.
Yeah, don't you remember the chairs inside of the lighthouse keeper quarters up in Ilwaco?
Yeah, I remember somebody playing a little trick on me.
I think it was real.
You know what
Cabinets were open.
You know what I most remember about that haunted Ilwaco trip, aside from the shadow puppets. The thing that I remember most about that trip,
the shadow people,
the bacon that somebody cooked the next morning was amazing.
Yeah,
it was that baked bacon.
I think I.
Oh,
you would think I would remember that.
So
I do
good.
not remember.
Delicious.
Anyway,
Okay, so
I digress.
Scott's got it up on his computer. So you guys, I'm sorry, you're just going to hear. You're going to hear audio, and and I'll have Scott kind of narrate the video.
So this is from
Scott, send me the link.
YouTube. It's called Demonic Illusion. The channel is called.
I'm gonna. Whoops.
Demonic Illusion.
Yeah, scariest video. Demonic Illusion. Scariest video ever.
Is
Paranormal Activity. Demonic Illusions.
Wow.
Scariest video ever. Paranormal Activity.
You guys should talk.
And I'm starting.
That's a 40-minute video.
I'm starting it at 1:16.
Yeah, it starts right at the beginning, and then it happens again in like 5 minutes into the video.
That shit's weird. Look at her. Creepy looking. A lot of old.
Oh, look at this.
They're looking in the kitchen and everything's normal. Now they're panning away.
That's ominous. And it's locked. Why would they want somebody to...
And it happens in seconds.
And now they flashed and it's all stacked up.
Holy sh... You see the chairs? Oh my God. Everything's swinging too. Dude, shit. Look at the light.
Now I think their reaction
Oh, the
is
light's swinging, huh?
Like something just ran down the center of that, or towards us.
if it was us, we would be going bananas.
Yeah.
So they're walking into the kitchen, and all the chairs are stacked on the table. And
Oh, look, there's
the
the
pans
sage
that are
stand.
hanging from the ceiling are swinging. Pots and pans.
The chairs.
What is the location?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I peeked in here, but I'm pretty sure I would have noticed some chairs stacked up like that.
Who would create something like that?
What? I've never in my life have seen some shit like that.
They say that in other
To be real,
episodes too.
I've seen some videos and shit, but I always thought they were kind of bullshit, you know?
What?
Anyway.
Okay, so 5 minutes, 5 minutes 30. They're walking upstairs.
Yeah.
And they're tight stairs.
They're walking up the stairs now.
It was right above the kitchen, so that means whatever's.
They put the chairs back. They put everything back in the kitchen the way it was.
Directly in front of you, to your right.
They're looking back in the kitchen. Everything's normal. Starting to go up the stairs. Sound.
Oh,
and
my
the chairs right
God.
behind him, all stacked.
How?
Now, how
What the
fact or
I
crap,
literally
guys?
just walked from the kitchen. I was looking in the kitchen right when I came up the stairs behind you.
What?
I'm trying to gauge their reaction.
This, I mean, where they put the
chairs,
chairs, you could turn that
They're
down
right
now.
f***ing behind me.
I'm trying to gauge their reaction.
Oh, okay.
I can see it on your phone.
Oh my God. What the f***?
Bro, that's not making me feel real.
I'm going to say crap on that.
I mean, the distance between the bottom of the stairs and the kitchen where they put the chairs back, I would say is at least 20 feet. And for all those chairs to come back into the living room at the bottom of the stairs and be stacked in 2 seconds. I don't know, man. It just, on all the investigations that we've done, it has happened twice to them. Nothing even comes close to that. I mean, the door moves. That's probably the biggest thing that has happened to us.
Oh,
And
I don't know about that.
Well, for me personally.
I got my PP touched.
Wait, what?
What?
I thought that was Joe.
I think that there's
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of. I think that these guys are probably just doing this for ratings.
And I don't want to badmouth another group, but I mean, that's just not reality. That's not what happens.
I wonder.
And I think it's deceptive.
I wonder if any of them, we did some research, if any of them have like background in video photography or special effects.
Well, I mean, they could just have a buddy that's stacking chairs.
That's supposedly all in one take, and it does look like it's all done in one take.
Mhm,
but they've got to be cutting it somewhere or doing
it's
something.
done really well.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, and you don't know that all the people that are participating in that investigation are actually on camera, so they could have a buddy that's stacking chairs, and that could very easily be done in one take.
Yeah.
I mean, it is pretty quick, though.
It is really quick.
It's gotten 1 million views. Here's my thing.
Yeah.
I cannot find. Actually, they have 1.43 million subscribers.
I know.
Wow.
So this is a moneymaker.
I
for
can't
them.
find any information. They might have explained it in the video. I didn't hear that part. But what is this house? What is this location?
I know. That's the thing is they don't really have a whole lot of backstory on it. In some of their other videos, they do. They actually interview the owner. But some of most of their videos are kind of like over the top. And I just want people to know that is, if you find a location like that, there's going to be people wanting to go investigate that location.
How many subscribers do they have?
1.43 million.
So maybe we should rethink this whole NWCS thing.
What, just kind of...
Yeah, just kind of fake it.
Just fake it?
Fake it, yeah. Just stack some chairs every once in a while.
We could be like Ghost Adventures.
Okay, maybe we should have this...
Wait, what happened?
Whoa, shots fired.
Maybe we shouldn't be talking about it on the air. We should maybe do this later.
I mean, we go to some really haunted locations, so we got some cool backdrop stuff, and then we just, Rob just runs in and stacks chairs.
We
might get
some pretty whiz bang stuff now.
Yeah, we could probably get a few more subscribers.
Yeah,
I think that's no.
All right,
no, I vote no.
Nay.
I'm gonna say crap.
So you say crap, Rob?
Yeah.
Crap.
Wait. I think we need to vote the Horseshit Participation Award again.
Oh. Yeah. We have the Horseshit Participation Trophy. Is it just
so let me say this.
Yeah.
Why don't we have the person who gets it be the person who decides the next one?
That's fine, but
Joe's not here.
I like that.
Since Joe's not here, we get to make that decision for him.
Okay.
Jesse?
Hey, Jesse, what's your vote?
Yeah. Jesse, what do you think?
That's
okay.
Cool.
Thank you,
sound like
Jesse.
Beavis.
Thank you,
That's
Jesse.
cool, Beavis.
Okay,
bro.
who's getting the trophy? Bullshit award. I call
Yeah, let's
bullshit.
see. I think Tab did a good job. Let's see, Rob, excellent job. Scott,
I think Scott did a pretty good job.
Great job. Yeah,
He preached to us this episode.
He just wants the power to give it out next time.
I preached to you guys about the dangers of women.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're too kind.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
that's why we have no women in
Scott
the studio.
So
at Northwest Curiosity Society. Yeah, and I think I did okay. So, Jesse, what do you think?
That's
and it died.
cool, Beavis.
Died.
Okay, I'm going to move to vote here. Let's. I vote Jesse.
All right, Jesse gets the award. Right there.
Wait,
I thought we were voting.
I thought.
Oh, I vote Jesse.
So Tab and I.
Yeah.
I vote Scott actually this round.
Oh, it just got spicy.
I vote Scott too. So
at least I'm here.
It's a tie.
Because you had that homophobic, weird stuff.
Oh my God. How do we break a tie?
Butt stuff.
Paper, rock, scissors? Between the two?
Jesse could break it.
Let's do rock, paper, scissors. Ready?
Let's do this. Let's try to call Jesse. If Jesse answers the phone, we'll hang up, and he wins. If he doesn't answer the phone, I'm the loser.
If he doesn't answer,
if he answers the phone and says, hello, we'll hang up on him, and he wins.
Wait, who's gonna call then?
Who's going to call him?
You call. Rob.
Let's set him up for success. Whose phone is he going to answer?
Well, let me see if I can do a double call. I'm not technically savvy.
You're going to hang up on.
I'm going to probably end up hanging up on something.
Sorry, Danny.
Hold on.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Just put it on the microphone.
No, look.
Just
add a call.
Add call.
Add call.
Add call.
Okay, there we go.
If it goes to voicemail, we're going to have to
leave a voicemail.
Yeah, we'll cut out his message.
Okay, Jesse, and then hit call.
Yeah.
And then, is Danny still there? Danny? Uh-oh.
No, I think if he answers, it'll...
Danny, are you there?
It'll add after he answers.
I'm just going to hang up on him if he answers.
He's probably watching Friday the 13th.
He's not going to answer. Okay, he's the big loser.
Your call has been
we want to leave a message. Damn it.
Hey, Danny.
Yeah.
He didn't answer.
So Scott gets
So what does that mean?
Scott
that
gets
means,
the award.
No, that means that Jesse gets the award.
Oh.
I said if he answers, I lose.
Because he knew he wasn't going to answer.
Well, whatever. He didn't answer. All right. Thank you, Danny, for the
99
for all of the amazing things you did. Tab, for all of your research. Rob,
thank you, Scott.
Thank you for just being you. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being here.
A friend.
Danny, thank you for
Travel
being
around the world and back again.
Danny, thank you for being so darn handsome.
Thank
Tab,
you. Thank you very much.
Scott,
thank you.
Thank
Rob,
you for being
thank you. Thank you. And
Jesse?
Cool, Beavis. That's cool, Beavis.
All right, until next time. Nighty night.
Nighty night.
Nighty night.
Peace out, bitches.
That's what she said.
See you.